Hello, hello. Sorry about that. I had something in my throat. Oh, there's something in my throat. I had to clear my throat, mate. Right. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Welcome to Silent Hill F, a game that I was not planning on streaming, at least not for a while. But after completing my first playthrough, I decided, fuck it, I'm not gonna put this game down. So until I get all 5, I believe, endings for this game, I figured I'd play it on stream because I've been having so much damn fun with it. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Our action is, of course, going to be story because the combat is challenging but also fun, and I'd rather not run out of weapons before the end of the game. And having story mode just makes it so it goes a little bit quicker. That being said, I think we are going to try and play on the hardest puzzle difficulty because that is the true Silent Hill experience, no matter what this says.
Give me your fucking money!
I am going to be playing with Japanese subtitles because, or sorry, Japanese dub because fuck yeah. Voice acting is really good.
じゃあ、お姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。本当？
本当？
お待たせ。
It's adorable.
お姉ちゃん。
お姉ちゃん。
何かいいことでもあった？昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって
Man, these hills so silent.
小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。ひな子、私ね。
Oh, a little bit of tension between them.
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
ああ。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
Now this game has some subtle symbolism in it. So I'm going to do my best to show my interpretation, which is funny in itself because it's a man explaining what a woman's feeling. So we get that little fun bit, which I think just kind of hammers the message in more. In a way, you'll see what I mean. If I'd like to live here or not. It seems really peaceful and like really chill. You could get up to some mayhem, but at the same time, I'm not talking about the scary bits, by the way, just the town in general as it is before things happen. There's some things that happen in the backstory that are kind of problematic, but for the most part.
Hinako! 親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
純子はあんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。
Damn,
ど
bro.
こ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひな子。
お父さん、ひな子だって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。
Because you're a
これ
dick.
も全部お前がひな子をずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
So right off the bat, we
ひな
start
子、
with
お
a
父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰ってみてね。
right off the bat, we start with a tense family relationship. This is a girl in high school, a very emotional
ってたまるか。
age, a time of change in everyone's life, not just a girl's, but as this is told through the lens of a girl, I will, of course, be referring to the life of a girl. Who'd have thought? This takes place in 1960s Japan, so don't expect too much of modern amenities or anything like that.
土砂崩れで通れない。昔はここ登ったな。
Damn. And looking at the map, that may just be our only chance at leaving. Article, Serious Issue in Ebisugaoka. April 21st, Showa 20, 1945, Evening Edition. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month is Iwashi Mizu. Ebisugaoka's of Yamabe District finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies that claim they were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentration of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's water, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about the future environmental issues that might lead to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that voice for all of the news articles. I think I'm just going to do something a little more tame. Mainly because some of the names are a little bit hard for me to pronounce because I'm not used to, I'm not a fluent Japanese speaker and may occasionally mess up, but I will try to correct myself as best as I can. But yeah, voice acting and stuff is probably going to be a little tamer in this one, a little more chill, because it is fully voiced beautifully as well by a Japanese cast. I have not listened I have not listened to the English dub, because I think the actors are so goddamn fantastic for what they're portraying societally and culturally, what they're kind of speaking out against. And it's not just a Japanese story, I will get that out of the way. This is something that happened, will probably continue to happen for quite some time. But it's such a good critique and exploration of the mind of someone in these situations. A local doctor's note. There have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generation who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who might try and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococcus. Echinococcus, to name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. My brain hemorrhages. Oh. This is so lovely. We got some berries! Whatever happens, I am prepared, because I can just munch on these lumpy red berries and not think anything bad at all. Because why would I? Everyone associates, he's Lovely red berries with tasty goodness. Got some, is that radishes? No, turnips? I can't remember. It's been a little while since I played a farming game. I'm mostly, where I live, mostly just corn, and stuff. No, literally just corn, really. You can see I played through once, but I'm gonna go ahead and just save over it. Because we... Oh gods, what should I do? We're still not entirely sure what the situation is. All we know is that her father seems to be something of a drunken deadbeat, and her mom seems a little submissive and not really willing to stand up to him. Wow, my throat is all over the place. Me. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me. Except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid, because I preferred playing with boys. Hey, Seth, how you doing? Are you ready for some brilliant metaphors, storytelling, and possibly 3 pages worth of content warnings whenever you boot up the game? I'm not joking. When you boot up the game, it goes, by the way, you should probably know this, and it gives you content warnings, and it's literally 3 pages. I will admit, I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like to accept things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. I'm not shocked to hear that. Yeah, it's good. This game is so good. I cannot express it. I said it at the beginning, I'm going to say it again. I wasn't planning on streaming this, but after doing the first playthrough, I decided I am going to just straight up not put this game down until I get all of the endings, so I might as well just stream it and react to things as they happen going forward. But I have a general gist of what's going on, and I get to play just coy enough while also talking about metaphors and everything. So I'm excited. More than once I've rebelled and made the wrong decision only to regret it later. So this is Shimizu Hinako, our protagonist. Her age is not specified, but she's late teens, in high school, in the setting that we play her as. Shimizu Kimie, my mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I do hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just cannot, will not accept her way of life. Shimizu Kanta, my father. When I first learned the term patriarchal husband, and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. Once he's angry, he just explodes, loses all control of his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws things around, and even hits us. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else get to see his quiet, calm side? If it meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. And then Junko, my older sister. She's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know, and there's nothing she can't do. I can rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me, ever since the day I was born until she left to get married. So, obviously this game has a lot to do with identity of women and men in society, especially in marriage, but we'll get into that more as things become more evident. A woman is only complete when she's loved, featuring the latest fashion for young women so pure they make even flowers blush. Right. As if women are real. We all know they're fake, which is why this is such a good piece of fiction. So running around, there's a few things to take note of. One, we have Oinari-sama, or Inari-sama, who is, of course, a famous fox god. Oh, that one's missing a head. Weird. I didn't notice that, but I guess it does kind of tie in, not really. I'll explore more about that later. That's the issue with knowing some of these things, is that I don't get to speculate. And as I said before, I will be talking about my own sort of interpretations of what's going on as well. Although this game is pretty in your face with its metaphors, and it's not very subtle in its symbolism, but goddamn, I just think it's funny for me, a man, to talk about how I interpret a woman's cry of rage against a society that wrongs her. Serious issues in Abisugaoka. Starting around May, Abisugaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Excuse me. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging the PD is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. I think whether you're religious or not, preparing for disaster is always the smart move. But yeah, there's something about this like era of kind of pseudo-modern architecture that is so cool to me, at least. I love the integration of these wooden houses with steel drains, gutters, power lines running through. And I understand that it's colonialism and things like that, but just aesthetically, it's very intriguing. Ooh, this is a nice shot.
運転手さんいませんか?
Is anybody out there? A dead bird. Rotten and decaying. Now might be a good time to tell you that Hinako means, I believe is another name for a fletchling. Which, you know, take that as you will. Our character is referred to as a bird. Shortcut up ahead, that sounds great. Why wouldn't I want to continue into the creepy town? Shime.
対に呪いよ。
It's a curse. It has to
ひどい
be.
言い方あるわけ
Why
ない
am
の
I
よ。
voice acting?
私なら絶対にいいわ。そんな家。
That family.
噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
Why would someone want to marry into that family? So there's some kind of marriage and someone is ostracized. Something about a curse. This game blends, like previous Silent Hills, a sort of mysticism / supernatural element with very real concepts and good shit. And it's a breath of fresh air for the series after
裏切り者
what has pretty much just been kind of
どこ行くの
Christian
こっち通るの珍しいね
demonology, or I guess
車が道を塞いで
also
てさ
paganism,
千鶴や
just any non-Christian religion
今
really.
は誰かとしゃ
But
べり
this is specifically more
私は後
Japanese
から行くね
folklore.
じゃあね
I'm a traitor.
裏切り者
Who the fuck you think you talking to, girl? Hinako stands on business, you'll see. You don't get to talk shit about her. Let's look at our new friend, Sakuko. One of my friends... I love the art style in this. She looks so cute. She's always got her head up in the clouds and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time, which, in the 1960s, is quite a bit of money. Her father is the head priest of the Senninsugi shrine in town. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robe and selling charms during the New Year's celebration. Ah, little shrine girl. Hopefully her powers and stuff are able to aid us against the horrors that we have been told about. Where did the driver go? Well, he wasn't here earlier. Question really is, where did everyone go? We've heard 2 people who are not our friend speak so far. We've got a Brum, a Boik. There's really not too much to find, but I'm still gonna look around anyway, because that just feels like the essence of the game. It's an exploration of a psyche, of a mind, and that plays very much into the actual feeling of running around as well, almost aimlessly, as you work to untangle the winding pathways and try and figure out what's going on. Yo, he's got some cigarettes.
Yo, Aibo.
Shoo.
You partner. Shoo. Why am I voice acting again?
Sa.
なんか言ってよ
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
Bruh.
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない
お前らしいや。
Hell yeah. Got a light?
受け身な生き方なんて
Just kidding,
お前ら
that's
し
not
くない
actually
ぜ。
cigarettes, but it...
お
When
前
I
が
first
自分で選んだ道
played,
な
I
ら
thought he was just handing her cigarettes. It's
俺
great.
はいつまでも応援するからな。
I mean, they're basically the same thing. In a way. You'll see.
シュウ君お待たせ
Oh, there's a new
ひな
person.
子もいたんだ
What the fuck was the hesitation for,
何の
Rinko?
話をしてたの
Talk about how much of
い
a
や大した話
weird
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ち
vibe you're giving
だっ
off.
たんだって気が紛れたよ
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会える と分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。インコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。
More like Stinko. What? Rinko's great. She's just a girl.
私なんか
All of these people are just kids. What could they possibly do?
じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。
The overall idea of literally fighting the demons and evil spirits that plague you in the society you've grown up in is a very interesting concept. Absolutely. Yo! Y'all seeing the schizophrenic distortions in the air? Yo, Miko girl, Sukaku, you wanna cleanse this demon? Use your Miko powers.
きなこ。
あ、ごめん。何？
Sukaku still owes me like a tree fitty? Yeah.
裏切りも。
Oh, she's sensing the evil. Is this her Miko powers? Are you cleansing the demon? Guys, I don't think she's gonna be able to purify this shit. I don't think the Shrine Priestess is gonna be able to help us. Guys, I think we're fucked. Interesting thing about the monster, too, its current shape, you can kind of see an outline, but it's distorted and you can't really tell what it's supposed to be. As you go, it will get more and more clear. And I think that's brilliant. Because something else is also happening. Love the spider lilies? Yeah, the licorice radiata. Fucking great. Love me some red spider lilies. Did you know that spider lilies symbolize death and loss? Oh, this fucking... Her skin looks like it's bleeding through fungus. Oh, this sharp red in the Great Fog. Oh, absolutely. The color schemes and stuff in this are fucking brilliant. And this is just kind of a chase sequence. I keep expecting quick-time events. So I keep pressing buttons during cutscenes. And it doesn't do anything. I hate the way they hiss. By that, I mean I love it, but also, like, you hear a bell, and then don't give up. And Junko speaks to us. Why is she running? Does she know she can flash that? She is not awakened yet. Her powers are still limited. She hasn't gotten her stand. By the way, how's the audio balancing? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? Can you hear everything alright? Awaken your Bankai. This is the 60s, so that laughter is intense. Game is so much louder than me. Alright, let me go ahead and turn down the music, because it's also kind of blowing my eardrums out. Just wanted to make sure. Hello! Is it any better right now? I got this thing from Shu. Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headache is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Yeah. Alright, cool. Painkillers in a capsule. Relieve your pain and raise spirits. Slightly restore health and current max sanity. Awesome. We're just gonna immediately start popping pills. Hinako ibuprofen shimazu does not worry about tummy aches. Unlike my sister Junko, who has always been the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they said. I'd make my mom cry and my dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. And that's why I love my sister, and have always done what she's asked of me. Or at least, I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in the house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. I like how they treat the word marriage like the incident. I haven't been the same since the incident. Iwai Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been having playdates for as long as I can remember. When we played make-believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kinda stuck. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. Marriage being the incident is a theme, to be honest. Yeah, it very much is. As I said, I have completed one playthrough, so I have a general gist of what's going on, but I get to play coy and talk about my interpretations of this story told by a woman, which just further hammers in the fact that women get no say in the matter. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. Shu is the motherfucking homie. Nishido Rinko, one of my friends. She's really put together, but can be a little inflexible in how she does things sometimes. Once she set her mind to something, that's it. And recently that something seems to be clothes, fashion, and other womanly pursuits. F stands for steak. Yes. Rinko once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her that was all for it, but if she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun, she might have a tough time. Fucking hell. Sean Connery as a Japanese girl in high school in the 1960s. Shoo-doo-doo-doo-boo. Who dat? I heard a metal cling-clang. We got some bandages.
ここどこ？急いでサクコのとこに戻らないと。
What is this place? You never been to the canals? I feel like every Japanese rural town has some sort of irrigation system for, like, when there are natural disasters, as Japan is so prone to. I don't need the map, I know where I'm going. Doop, doop, doop. Doop. Is anybody out there?
誰？シュウ？
Got a little bit of a shadow. A little creepy. Creepy crawly? No, not crawly. A whipper-wobber? Sort of stutter-stepper? Jibbly-jobbly, eh? Innit, mate? Oh, you got a license to be made of flesh? That's going on the, Shuwadoko. Yeah, I think that's going on the Christmas card.
Rinko?
You got a license for all that flesh. Got a license for all that flesh you're wearing, eh, love? Take it off. Who kicked the can? Oop. Oh my god, she's naked! She naked! She got, like, all kinds of scribbles and stuff. I think what really gets me is the doll joints not moving like a doll normally would. Sounds like some Magnus Protocol shit. Yeah. But like, you can see the way it's articulated. Now, with fear in our heart, we awaken to our true power. Ah, fuck. Anyways, there's no real point in sticking around because we can't actually fight her yet. So instead, I'm gonna duck around this corner, then start running. And somehow we lost him? I don't fucking know, dude. Nothing over here. That's alright. I'm sure that'll be the last we see of fleshy puppet. But yeah, Seth, you said that ball-jointed doll is interesting. I agree. But specifically, I think you want to pay attention to the difference between male and female enemies in this game, especially. A jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste, a bite-sized delight, Yokan. Greatly restores health, can also be used as an offering. That sounds so fucking scrumptious, not gonna lie. Yes. Tutorials. Abisugaoka. I live in a small rural town of Abisugaoka. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction going on in the northern mountains. You do like Yokan? That sounds... I'll need to try it then, if it has your endorsement. Before the war, the town was lively... I already read that. After the dam construction finished and the coal mines closed down, it just became a sad little town. Mild sweet and with a good earth tea. The grand iron bridge that connects the town and the nearby cities is the only reminder of this sorry town's former glory. I'm trying to think, I don't remember going to a metal bridge. So maybe that's just maybe that's for one of the other endings. Abisugaoka is mostly composed of Inari-sama believers, or Oinari, as you'll see it spelled in the subtitles. There are statues of Inari-sama all over the town. My elder neighbors treat them with great respect and worship them. Inari-sama, also referred to as Oinari-sama, is the goddess that puts old, unusable tools to rest. They are known for their offerings. My speech is all over the place today. They are known for their offerings preference of abura-age tofu pierced through with an old needle. Interesting. Ro, do you know anything about, like, the needle thing? Is that common, or is that just kind of a interesting little tidbit for this? Because I've never heard of, like, any other religion with a custom like that. Seems like other towns don't have these customs, though. Yeah, specifically that line makes me wonder if it's just in-game, or if piercing foods and stuff is part of Shinto or other religions that you may be knowledgeable about. Old needle, I think, pertains to the old tool. Oh, now that you mention that, that does make sense. Yeah. I'm guessing they might be something special only we do for Inari-sama here in Ebisugawa. Kami worship is really localized. Yeah, which is a really fascinating part about their religions. Chizuruya General Store. It might have started as a general store, but we've come to call it the candy store because half of what it sells is just snacks and toys. It's where all the kids hang out. My friends and I also meet up here, though we usually just sit outside and chat. Oh, wait, I forgot. We have a new monster entry. A monster that appears to be lumps of flesh stitched together. It approaches with an unsettling smile when it catches sight of me. It's covered all over with sickening wounds. I wonder if it wants to hurt me the same way it was hurt. When I say the metaphors are like beating you over the head in this game, holy fucking shit, do I mean it? So a female doll that smiles at other women and wants to hurt them the same way that it's been hurt. Also, it's important to note how the face is kind of cut up and maimed. Aburage is a common Oinari offering in general, but it's also called Kitsune Dofu for the fox gold color. Ooh! But small towns have their own exact superstitions on kami worship. Hold on, I gotta switch from top chat to live chat so I don't miss anything. Yeah, so make of that what you will. What good is a woman who can't even cook properly? Now, at this point, we don't know, but we can easily infer this to be Hinako's father, who we already know is a drunk deadbeat who bosses around their mom and abuses his daughters. Because that's what men do. Or at least certain ones. There are good men out there, and this game addresses that, but sometimes that's not what you need. Sometimes you don't need a good man or a bad man or any kind of interaction with that. Sometimes all they are is a cage. And for Hinako, our little fletchling, who knows? A local doctor's note. There are cases where patients see an improvement in their symptoms not by taking medicine, but rather by simply talking to a doctor. The cause of this phenomenon lies undeniably in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of the local gods here. Wow, a little fucking arrogant, I suppose, but yeah, go for it. Even amongst the younger generations of this town, there are many who believe praying to Oinari-sama will soothe pain and speed up the healing process. Almost like it literally does in this game. But, again, metaphors and mysticism and supernatural powers. Things are not normal here. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have a direct relation to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Oinari-sama. Miss Fox be fucking cool. They do have the same powers in that talk therapy and prayer have similar effects IRL. Yeah, 1 second, I need to take my allergy pill because my nose is getting a little stuffy. Allergy pills just give the fox guy some chocolate. Yeah, you're right, my bad. But keep in mind these themes of yo girl. The OG pill just gave a fox god some chocolate. It's interesting the shift from previous Silent Hill games, which focused more on an individual, if I recall correctly. This one that's much more about societal, but it makes sense given Americans versus Japanese. Yeah, there's a big difference between Eastern and Western philosophy, in that Western philosophy tends to be more about the individual. Yo, what up? Damn, what that spinal injury do, girl? Oh, you got a license for that knife, mate? Little stibby stabby jibber jabber. No. Oh, my light went out. I know some, Oh, hold on. I had to get my ibuprofen, sorry. Running. Before it catches up, we're gonna go ahead and hop in this house. Oh. It just goes ahead and closes behind us. Let's steal their pain medicine. Actually, while we're at it, why don't we go ahead and take a look at that. Is a key item, a box of over-the-counter antipyretics. When, you know, I first saw Shu playing with it, I thought they were cigarettes, and yeah. The sound design for when there's danger, you like it? Yeah, it's really fucking good. But we're gonna look around, see if there's anything we can find of use. Spoilers, not really. So we're gonna go ahead and go upstairs. Nothing we can do over there, so we're just gonna ignore it for a moment. Oh, we got some yuccan. Or yuccan. We got some blood. Leading over to some more painkillers. And if you look up the definition of antipyretic, technically it's used to reduce fever. I'm not sure if that's just like a weird translation thing, or if I'm just dumb. And that also means that it helps with headaches. I don't know if they're related like that. But yeah. Hinako suffers from tension headaches. Thank you. We're just gonna go ahead, run on past. We're gonna pick up this backdoor key. I'll show you my back door. And walk out. No real threat yet. I say that, but I managed to take a couple hits, so we're gonna pop some more ibuprofen. Bye-bye! She doesn't bother following us. Also, interesting that it has short hair. Pyre is the root word, so fire/inflammation association makes sense. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shu and Rinko. Let's hope they're alive or something. Mostly Shu. Rinko I'm not too concerned with if she lives or dies. Mostly because she's just like really awkward to be around for some reason. She just kind of likes to stare at Hinako awkwardly, and despite being friends, there's some kind of tension there, and it's real awkward. Oh, hey there, pumpkin. I say pumpkin because it looks like someone fucking squashed the shit out of you. Oh, hey, comb! We're gonna go ahead and make a quick offering to Inari-sama. Gonna go ahead and just, while being chased for our life, we're gonna clap our hands twice, bow, ring the bell, bow again, and then offer the comb while the puppet, I don't want to call them flesh puppets, but good God, are they not? Yeah, anyways. Water.
リンコ
I don't think that's Rinko. Also, their postures aren't they all? Yes, but their posture is also very deliberate. There's a reason they are naked and have like bent back, over-exaggerated breasts and buttocks. Rinko's in trouble and we gotta go save her. She is our friend after all. Uh-oh, stick drift. Not today, thank you. And there we go. First enemy down. And they just fade away into black mist. I wonder if you could get high off it. What do you think would happen if we inhale the black mist? Time to take some anger out on some monsters. Yeah, this game has so much feminine rage in it, and it's fucking goated. Counters, we'll see if we can manage to hit them. I keep forgetting to use focus, because, why bother? You turn into one? What, a monster? I don't know what you mean. Hinako's just a girl. I support women's wrongs. And yeah, if you inhale the mist, well, that's possible. Toolkits. Toolkits are awesome, and I almost don't want to use one ever. Because... Shoot!
シュウどこにいる
Do you want to go that way? That looks important. Let's go this way instead. Yeah, here we go. We got some ramen. Or basically just a soda. It even has the little pop top like they do with modern sodas and stuff. Where you pop it in and then you can drink it, which is very cool. I didn't know they had those for so long. I like them. I think it's cool. I say if I see you on the street, I'm gonna break your face! Back off, bitch. I did too much today, I can feel your body protesting already. Ramuna's always been unchanged for decades. Hell yeah. Is it Ramune or Ramune? I think it's Ramune. I've heard it pronounced that way before, but I can't quite remember. I wonder if they have Kalpus in this. I do not believe so. Or if they do, it's by another name, and I don't recognize it. Some more ibuprofen. We can restore sanity at a shrine for free because we are playing on story mode, which, as I said, just lets us get through the game faster. Ramune is kind of useless, honestly, especially in story mode where sanity doesn't really do anything. Kalpus is my favorite, is what Kalpico used to be called. Ooh. But the way sanity works is if you hold L2, you'll see the flowers on the bottom left start dissolving. That is your sanity gauge, but what it really is just a focus gauge. There are no real ill effects for running out of sanity, like you'd have in, what is it, Amnesia, or Call of Cthulhu, something like that. Sanity is kind of arbitrary. Ramune? Okay. Yeah, I don't think the shrine priest, I think it's from the English lemonade? Ramune. Oh, yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. That makes so much sense. Oh, fuck. Can't believe I didn't put that together. But yeah, bitch be dead. Rip. Rip a real queen. Sakako. Sakuko? Fuck, I already forget her name, but she's a real one. Okay? Trust me. She wasn't in the story long enough to be a piece of shit. And for that, she's goated. We'll meet her again later, and it's great. By meet her again later, I mean fuck shit happens. Bad times.
この夢だったよね。堅苦しい神社じゃなくて駄菓子屋の娘に生まれたかったって。ここならいつでも好きなだけお菓子が食べられるよ。おやすみ。
Also, I'm pretty sure all those particles floating around on screen are like fungal spores, and we are 100% just inhaling that. Mm-mm. Telling the monster, fuck you, the store's closed. Me during the zombie apocalypse when I flipped the sign to we're not open. Get the fuck out. Those things scream fungal, I hate them. Oh, we're avenging our homegirl now. Piss off and die. But yeah, you want some too? The real Silent Hill was the mold we inhaled along the way. Well, the first note. That's it. Let it all out. Yes, yes, let the darkness consume you. Do it. And as the fog is about to drag her off, she fights the fog away. But something happens. And we see the world as we know it dissolve away. Our first trip to the other world. And a total vibe shift, honestly. We go from this suffocating buildings in every direction. Someone is talking to us. Take a rest. Who is our unknown savior? You can see we have no weapons anymore, but we still do have our ibuprofen.
これは
It's just called pain pills. Pills here. This used to be a nice neighborhood. Kudzu, respected by all and the leader of the people, wed to Pine. Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to Bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. Fuck, I forgot I set it to, Lost in the Fog. So we're going to examine, this is of course Bamboo. This we have the flower, I forget the name of. Oh! Rats, rats, we are the rats, wrapped in, is that a pine leaf? I can't remember. Why would a pine leaf be like that? You want to do a rage room so badly. Your sister tried to book one of ours, but they booked out for months. Yeah. Yo, we got, is that a fish? Yeah, fish with some coral. And then I know this is super morbid, but I also kind of love the bird in like a formal, like, I can't remember the name, but I love that image. Alright. Kudzu is the flower. Loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to. Wrap in a grape leaf or something similar. No, they're all related to these plants that are named Kudzu, Pine, Plum, Chrysanthemum, Plum leaf, right? Okay. So at the center of any group is Plum. Just say this was Plum. Unfortunately, this relies on people having, like, better knowledge of plants than I do. It might be wise for me to change the difficulty to one that I was actually able to solve before. Jug is Chrysanthemum, if you recall correctly. I'm pretty sure it's Kudzu. But I could be wrong, because Kudzu is a real big part of this game, and it's also their, like, symbol. This is, I believe, Plum. I don't know my plants. Yeah, hold on. Can I change the difficulty real quick? Because, frankly, I just don't know it off the top of my head. Guess not. Alright. Let's take a look. Show Bomb of the Jug. Leaf might be Kudzu. Sorry, it's rotating. 5 petals is Plum Blossom. Yeah, so that's the bird. This, I believe, is Kudzu. The jug. Back of the bird is Plum Blossom. Kind of looks like butt cheeks. Hold on. The bomb, too, looks like he's got, like, a really overpronounced butt. But, yeah. I digress. And then what I keep wanting to say is like a pheasant or a bird with its legs up top. Jug is marked with a chrysanthemum. It's a chrysanthemum? Fuck! What is this? Is this Kudzu then? Yeah, the first thing is being able to identify what each thing actually is. So Plum is actually the burb. The Imperial Chrysanthemum. Okay. This is Bamboo. So the question is, it's wedded. Does Some had no men, spent their days studying Kutsu. Sage of the East, so that'll be on the right. Kutsu's the really leafy rat. Yeah, it's going to be the one that I never would expect. At the center of any group was wed to bamboo. Kutsu, respected by all and a leader of the people, is wed to pine. Not sure what the fuck the fish is. Yeah. Studying under Kutsu. So bamboo there. There we go. Do look like a kuzu leaf. Fish is pine then? Maybe. It looks more like a coral to me than it does like a well-known plant. Or like a pine, but again, I'm not familiar with Japanese agriculture because I live in bumfuck Maryland, USA, town with a population of 237. Oh shit, we got the red light. It's alright, we just got a flash step through the fog. Boom, no damage taken. That's how you do it. Remember this puzzle from Helping Rhyme? Because everyone's saying the line first. Then you saw the Imperial scene. Are you unharmed, milady?
Ohayo.
Oh no. It's is it Hung Dao guy? You are very pretty. I am open-minded. Have you seen those memes? The Korean dude. Hey, lady, you are pretty. Are you open-minded? Oh, we got a lantern. Very nice. Who the fuck are you and why do you know my name? But no, we're not going to ask that question. Instead, we're going to follow the mysterious fox-faced man. What's wrong? Who appears and disappears at will, and is most noticeably a blue light in the distance. Which, if you know anything about folklore, do not follow the foxfire or the will-o-wisp or whatever you want to call it. Never ever follow that shit. But yeah, as I said, we went from this suffocating city of alleyways to this open, tranquil, dark. All those vibrant reds and stuff are gone. The ghost light! Yeah. And now we're here in this quiet, almost reflective area. And it's dark, but it's in a different way oppressive. Obviously swamp gas, yeah. Gates covered in seals. Yeah. Which you should also not follow, yeah. Will-o-wisps. I don't know what you mean, Seth. These are very clearly for my own protection. Take all the time you needed. Thank you, Foxfire. But when I first played the game and I got to this part, I took, I think, like an hour or so to finish. this first section because there's not really any threat at first, and you can just walk around this really tranquil, beautiful location. And the horror really didn't do it for me until later, when it got more kind of visceral in what was happening. But for right now, we are away from this oppressive town with all of the people and modern technology and stuff, and we have been whisked away to this sort of fantasy shrine. Yeah, falling flowers. There's flowers. Those are flowers that are falling. Oh, yeah. It's really nice here. Tranquil, beautiful. I'm superstitious enough that I'd see this and feel really curious, but not superstitious enough that I wouldn't check it out. Yeah, right? Are these patterns? Symbols of some kind? I don't know, man. Probably aliens. I know aliens when I see aliens, bro. Yeah, look at this shit. I would spend days just kind of chilling on rocks and stuff. Like, oh, this place is awesome. Dip my toes in the water, you know. There's something calming about it. But it's meant to be that way. It's this escape from what we knew. And then we receive this. Which Ro will, I'm sure, put in the chat, the Kaiken, and what it is translated to. A beautiful dagger used for ceremonial purposes. The blade has been intentionally dulled so it doesn't make the best weapon. However, it does seem surprisingly durable. And that actually means the Inari statue's laughing. Creepy. Oh no, it's that 3-leaf pattern that's real. It pops up again and again. You got a gate there. Fox face is over there. Real quick, while we're here, let's go ahead and check out the info we... Oh. The leaf pattern is Kudzu? I believe so, yeah. Because Kudzu is mentioned a lot in this game, and so is that symbol, so I'm pretty sure it is. The shrine. Kudzu also ate the south. Kaiken are traditionally tanto and specifically smooth and low-profile fitting, meant to be carried close to the body, often by women. Yes, while something like naginata is for samurai wives to protect their homes with, when there wasn't an invasion or a presumed fight, they would often carry tanto like that as a means of defense against, let's say, muggers or bandits when they weren't really expecting a conflict, but it pays to be prepared. And typically they would hide them in the sleeves of kimono or in the, what would be called the chest fold. Better follow him? Alright, fine. Whatever, I'll just follow the guide and not explore the dark, endless pathways of wherever this is. What we got here? Scrap of paper. Mom, Dad, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I never made it up to you for being such a horrible daughter. I didn't deserve to have you as my parents. I guess I'm getting what I deserve. Well, that's alarming. I've got more band-aids.
Heck yeah.
Kudzu is very invasive in the southern US after it was introduced, and vast areas are just carpets of the stuff. Goats love eating it though, and people are actively using them to combat it. When in doubt, goats. All day, every day.
錠前が
I don't need to, but I figured I'd just eat a pill for funsies. I'm missing
なん
something.
かこれに似た絵を見かけたよう
You've
な
seen something like this before. Girl, what you talking about? We gotta go back to the shrine. Alright, alright. I hear you, I hear you. But as there is a shorter path here, we're gonna take that.
Rolling on the river. Yeah.
Hello?
なんでここに
It's the doll from the beginning. One might say her childhood self, her innocence. To those corrupted souls who dare encroach upon our sacred land, may you be met with calamity and destruction. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed, the yokai of the umbrella their arms, the yokai of the kettle their legs. Only the loss of each shall purify this corruption. I'm noticing that the higher difficulty for the puzzles is a little more morbid than the regular hard mode. So we're looking for a carriage, an umbrella, and a kettle. Somebody's walking. When you're walking... chained, impaled, rotting, empty chest, hollow, and faceless. There we go. Nope. And dead. Oh. Or not. Alright, so we're looking for an umbrella. Now it's raining more than ever. Not be here forever. Or a carriage, I guess. Really, we're just looking for one that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh, they're much more colorful than last time as well. Last time it was super easy to tell which one didn't belong because it was the only colorful one. Let's see. Oh yeah, real quick, let's look at Fox Mask. A mysterious man who wears a fox mask. He never takes it off, so I feel I have yet to see his true self. He has such a refined air about him. I think he must come from a very well-off family. For whatever reason, he seems to know me well and treats me kindly. He's almost like a prince from a fairy tale. In fact, this whole situation is like a story from a book. Who are you, and why are you leading me down this path? Our first dark shrine monster. A monster restrained by chains and shackles. I wonder if it was imprisoned and tortured. It seems to be searching for me by sound rather than sight. I should be mindful of my footsteps. The doll. It looks like a celluloid doll. It looks like a doll that I had when I was young. I don't have mine anymore, but there was a time when I felt like a friend to me. In my opinion, a doll is a toy for girls. Because of this, I always felt like my doll was telling me that I should act more like a girl when I was playing with it. One day, I was told by a girl that I couldn't play house with the other girls because I also hung out with the boys. From that day on, I didn't want to play with the girls anymore, and so I threw the doll away. What's interesting is we have someone who doesn't fit into either category. You'll see that Shu treats her very much like a guy, but even so, many other characters still treat Hinako as a girl. And she falls kind of in this middle ground where she doesn't feel comfortable. To those, it's almost like there are like two sides of her. To those corrupted souls who dare encroach upon her, say, yeah. Okay, the carriage, umbrella, kettle. That was the third one. See if you can find a kettle. A carriage, a kettle, or... fucking... What is it? Not that, that's a burb. Oh, we hear him getting back up. I cannot for the life of me find this. What is it? A carriage, a kettle, and an umbrella? I'm not seeing any of these. I know I'm blind, but like, damn, bro. Or is it just not here? That would be a twist. Well, I suppose nothing. I think I saw one on the second to last on the right. This one? Golden towards the top. This one kind of looks different, doesn't it? That's not it. Golden towards the top. Golden towards the top. Golden towards the top. stats on a few of them. Yeah, I'm looking and all of these look the same. So I gotta go to one of the other shrines, I guess. But yeah, I love the intense music, and then the enemy is literally just blind and you can walk around. If I changed the music, it would just be like a peaceful stroll. And I'm pretty well far away by now. So I can pick up the pace a little bit. So you're back to the previous shrine, but obviously something is missing. We gotta go get it. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have chosen Lost in the Fog difficulty puzzles, but it doesn't particularly matter. I'm gonna get through it anyway. All it does is add something new for me. I think on the secondary late playthroughs, like once I've beaten the game once, I'm going to switch out the difficulty to an easier one, probably just like story mode, so that I can blitz through them. Let's see, a carriage, a kettle, or an umbrella. What the heck is that? Ooh.
多分これだ。他の絵も探さないと。
Wait, what? That was right? Guys, I don't think we're looking for a carriage, an umbrella, and a kettle anymore. I think we're looking for weird little guys. I guess there's another one around here. Blood-stained letter. For those who have yet to abandon hope, I have hidden the Omamori that protects against evil behind the Emma-at. I can attest to its efficacy, however. No power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. This heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and now I pass it to you. I do not think I have much use for it now. Zam, dog. What is that? Is that a kitty? Oh, hey, we found it. Greatly decreases damage when dodging. So we're going to go ahead and equip that immediately, because it's the only one we have. We're looking for other little guys. Little freaky dudes. Honestly, I think it's easier to find the odd one out than it is to look for specific things, if that makes sense. Oh no, that is a carriage. One left? Okay. Well, now that we know that we're not really looking for what we thought we were looking for, we're gonna change our tactic. He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. And there's a shrine that we could save at, but I'm a baller. And I don't need no save point. Whoever happens to read this note, becomes so easy if you just stop and give up. After all, you are already among the dead. Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani? Sorry, I had to. It's, you know, it's the joke. I almost don't want to talk over this part because it's just kind of like a vibe. It's slightly off-putting, but it's not so much like, oh my god, I'm scared, I'm freaking out. God, he's so noisy, isn't he? One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Then you tell me which of these things is not like the others. And these things isn't right. It's not lady with a serpent head. Been there, done that. Not the dragon, not the flower, not that. Looking for a little goober. Got any little goobers here? Got two cats, so we know it's not the cat. No, it's not the turtle. No, it's not the flaming head. It's not the manta ray looking. Ah, there we go. I see ya, you fool. Combination lock dial. Combination locks missing dial.
錠前を試そう。
Cool. So go ahead and just walk past him all casual like. What's he gonna do? Sue me? I am gonna look at him. In fact, I'm just gonna pop some painkillers. He's giving me a headache. Nom nom, chump. As we cross back across the water. I can probably sprint too, because he's so far away. There we are. Here's more Yukon. What? I love joystick drift so much, don't you? Isn't it great just to be able to navigate a menu without any issues? Truly, what a time to be alive. But yeah, let's go ahead and sell some Kutsu, because we get a whopping... Oh no, yeah, you'll have that. 100 faith. And faith is good, as you will see. When I played through, I decided to just spend it all on Omamori before I realized that there is a way to level up. Now then, let us see. Yokai of the carriage, Yokai of the umbrella, and Yokai of the kettle. Alright, so we gotta see which one of these is on it, I guess. So that one's one that's on there. This isn't. This is. That's not there. This is there. And this is there. So are we looking for... Only the losses of each shall purify this corruption. Fuck, I gotta know what the symbols mean. Alright, so if the carriage had their heads removed... I'm gonna guess that one is head. Yokai have the umbrella, their arms. I'm gonna guess this is arms. And then their legs.
間違えたか
No. Shit. So we know all four, that, which ones weren't on it? So this symbol and this symbol were not on the yokai carriage. Oh boy, this might be one I have to look up the answer to, because I'm pretty sure these symbols correlate to something, and I am not sure what. Might have to just brute force it. Is it changing on its own? I think joystick drift is fucking with it as well. Is there a further clue I'm missing? Trying the ones that aren't on a row is a good idea. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. That's not on it, and this isn't on it. We're gonna start with this. Because I think it's the most, like, what? And then the middle one, this is one that's there. This is one that's there. This is one that's there. That's one that's there. Let's try that. That's there. That's there. Or is that there? No, this one is not. This is, though. This is also there. This isn't. That's there. Okay. Circle with vertical lines in the middle isn't in the book. Yeah, I think, alright. No, I'm not going to waste too much time on this. Let's just go ahead and look at the answer. Just give me a second. I need to look this up. You wish you could try it? Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, this is fucked. So, first is the carriage. So if we look at the picture of the carriage in the bottom right, we'll see it has two heads. They have their heads removed. So that means we want to use the second character. Oh my god. Silent Hill, man. Yokai of the Umbrella. The umbrella loses its arms, and there are 4 arms, so we want to use the 4th goddamn... God, that's a fucking obnoxious little twist on that. Yokai, the kettle with their legs. It's like three legs, so we're gonna go. Yeah, right. I didn't look up the answer. I just looked up like hints. Where did the dude go? What is this? Some kind of key blade? When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby.
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。
So why am I voice
の攻
acting
撃用
again?
に削り出して作った君のための
It's made from jade.
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像に
Oh no. He got cut off by the red mist. The haze. You knew it was Jade. Don't trust the fox master. But he seems like such a nice guy. Oh. Ow. Bro, why you like that? Look at these boys. They're so weird. Let's go ahead and put the key in his mouth. We have to gag Jade for, or we have to. There's a metaphor in here somewhere about getting Jade to stop talking, but about Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know.
だがこちらの扉は聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない
Or would it be Indy shoving
私は入っていいの？
Kingdom Hearts
もちろんだとも
down
君
Rose's
を招くため
throat?
に今日
Or
がある
I forget. Someone's
まだ少し歩かねばならないがしばし休もうか
partner loves Kingdom Hearts and talks about it nonstop. I think that's Ro.
疲れたらすぐに言いなさいでは行こうか
Onwards. Yes, of course, of course. Something is coming. This heavy-ass door. I hear chains. Indy definitely talks about it more. Yeah.
ひなこしっかりしろ
Oh shit, she
返事
dead.
をしろ
Bro, I think your watch is broken. It hasn't ticked once.
よかったまあお前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな
What a fucking bro.
サクコは無事だよな
Canty Miko's over there. Should we like close the door for
一
her?
体どうなってんだ
No?
街から誰もいなくなってるこれは悪い夢なのか
どこに行っても化け物しかいない悪夢以外の何者でもないな
だとしても幸運だったよこの世界に残ったのが2人だとしてそのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ相棒
Yeah.
リンコは
What about her?
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその
リンコは無事なのか一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか
Oh, right. I love him.
俺も混乱してたみたいだ
What about Rinko? Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that right now. No, I mean, was she with you? Oh, yeah, Rinko. Fuck, I
こ
forgot.
んな状況でリンコはどこへ
自分の家
She's going home to the place where she
行って
belongs.
みようぜ相棒
Hell yeah. So for the rest of the game, we're gonna have a partner who helps us fight as we go along. Or not. I guess. Oh no, there he is.
どうした早く来ないと置いてくぜ
I guess we don't have
よし
we don't have a
しっか
party
りしない
member
と
helping us fight the demons.
とにかくリンコを見つけ
No
なきゃ
Roro fight the power for us. What is this? It's eerie not seeing anyone around. I suppose so. I just take it as like, oh, they're busy. I mean, with the fog and flowers, maybe I'd think something was awry, but I'm pretty frickin' dumb sometimes. No point in using any faith at this moment. We have one of the better early charms, or Omamari. Is there anywhere else to go? I believe all of our paths are blocked off for the moment. So we have to continue on this path. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Winding our way downtown, walking fast, faces past in the mist town. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Focus. Your sanity will slowly deplete while your gauge is yada yada. It's your focus mode. Oh, it's R1, not R2 to do a focus attack. I keep forgetting that. Cool. No, I can't pick that up. Looked like a baseball bat. I'm pretty sure we don't get the baseball bat till later. That's like Shu's signature weapon. Yo, come on. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. Come on and slam. Welcome to the jam. I missed. Come on and... fucking excuse me? Oh my god. Just... fucking get me. I don't even care anymore. Where's her super lunge? There we go. Knock that poser out. You can see, unlike in the Dark Shrine, they actually fade away once you beat the crap out of them. So that is, in fact, a valid strategy. Real men drink Otori beer. Yep. So we're seeing this stereotype of men as these kind of drunken brutes. Let's see, where are we supposed to go? All the way up there. Whew. Quite a trek. Please tell me that monster's not around. Let's hope not. That would suck. That would be really, really bad if the monster were still around. A second toolkit. I will take it. Some more painkillers. He is the painkiller. Alright, then that's the limit for what'll... Hey, we got a dried carcass. Yay! Question mark. I can hear you. Circle back to an early topic. It makes sense that Ramune was most likely more lemonade and is a soda. Yeah, a woman with long hair, a smile, with doll's joints, almost like a puppet. Something to just kind of play with overly exaggerated curves. Pretty in your face about what it's meant to represent. It's how women are viewed. And by the way, when you said that Silent Hill 1 through 3 and I guess the others are more focused on individuals, you're half correct. It does take on societal kind of things, but it's through the lens of Hinako. And you'll see that more once we face certain enemies. Where am I going? Don't want to go up. It's James's ideal woman. James's ideal woman is all legs, baby. Although you're not exactly wrong, and I kind of hate that. Oh, hey, look, a scarecrow. I wonder why it's dressed like me. Nyom. See my comment when the male monster was introduced? I did not. Let me go back to that. Plum Blossoms. That's when we were doing that. Ghost Lights. Superstition. Kaiken. Kutsu. I do not see it. YouTube may have done the really stupid thing where instead of telling me that, like, something potentially problematic was said in the chat, it just doesn't add the message to chat. It just decides that no one is capable of dealing with it. So we do a heavy attack to stun, and then we wail onto Punk. And she crumbles, reduced to atoms. My weapon's about to break. Darn. Katsuti. But hey, we got another steel pipe. 3 of these things. I also got some items that we will circle back for later. So try to send it on Discord, that's annoying. Yeah, I run into that issue a lot with Jade Stream and stuff. Some of the things you can't say, that I found that made me giggle were high school, hit, what was another one? Whack. For some reason there's a lot of weird, goofy words that just you can't say. I think one that really gets me is high school. Why the fuck can't I say high school? Alright, so I made a loop. Been through here before. Cool, cool. Let's go ahead and drop some stuff off at the shrine. So it just mirrors it foggier than before. I'll read it on Discord in just a moment. Alright, let's see what Seth has for us. After seeing the intro for the male monster, women are spineless playthings and men are gutless brutes. Very interesting read. Are you implying that there's some kind of metaphor for these monsters, though? I think you may be reading too far into... No, I'm just kidding. Yes, that is very much... Ooh, we got our first Emma. Emma? Whatever. At the Hokara, we can, in fact, now pray to increase our abilities. So let's go ahead and increase our health with our faith, because God loves us. Literally. Let's go ahead and grab the sickle, because it does more damage than the pipe. Probably won't last as long, though. Its durability is a little fickle. Oh boy. let's record our progress. Our last save was an hour and 20 minutes ago. I do be playing hard and loose with these saves.
シュウいるか？
なんだ相棒。
So he was right in front of us, but we couldn't see
今
him.
の状況いつまでも宇宙戦争ごっこをしていたい。
Okay, this is one of my
私は
favorite
お前の
cutscenes.
夢の中ってことはないよな。
All of this because we wanted to be Star Wars.
互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の頬くらい自分でつねれる。
So they play off of that as like Shu is a dork and he's pinching himself going, "Who?"
残念だが。
But what we really see is that Hinako is not comfortable with men touching her. Probably from her father abusing her, though there could be other hints as to what that implies based on other journal entries we get later. Not entirely clear. Hey look, another scarecrow wearing our school uniform. Yeah, how's my health doing? It's full. Cool. Anyways, let's continue into the fog. I think I'm gonna continue the... I'm gonna beat this section. I see you. Really? Girly Pop, sometimes the swings with a pipe just are not where it's at.
Sensei, いますか?
That noise was awful. Yeah. So there's a doctor that used to live here, but not anymore. Nobody lives here now. Anything back here? No. Anythings to pick up? No. Well then, let's climb in the windows, snatching no people up. Hit him with pipes, so you better hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husbands, cause they beating everybody out here. Rip, guess another comment of yours got hidden.
Sensei.
That noise was awful. Yeah, a good way to see if your comments come through is just to switch between live chat and top chat. It's locked. Yo, what up? Oh! Here we have something interesting. This one has no face. Let's go downstairs and see if there's anything we can glean from this interesting locale. We can steal their tea. Always good. Arare is a healing item that will be very useful later. Anything in there? Nope. Okay, we are not looking for whatever was in there. We got a key though. That doesn't seem to work for me. My comment is still here. Blah blah. That was eye-catching. Bam 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 bam. Oh no! They have gone. Oh where is this faceless woman gone? Oh where could she be? Local doctor's note. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the Iwai family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at a gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. Though, as they discuss the details of their practices with me, I get the hint that they may still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as Doburoku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed, perhaps operating within the gray area of legislation between tradition and modern medicine. It's always been the role of local physicians here. Let's see, did you DM me anything else? You are in the process of typing it. Cool. Is someone there? Is anybody out there? Claw marks. There we go. A pine omamori increases health. By quite a bit, if I do say so myself. It was really striking to me that the male monster had underwear, but were literally gutted. Yeah, it's weird how YouTube censors certain words based on, like, violence or something, but they have more than one meaning and other thing. It's dumb. YouTube is dumb, and they should stop fucking censoring my chat, or anyone's chat, really, based on things like that. Undetermined cause of death case number 9. Body was astonishingly malnourished, and the calvarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to various species, including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. No evidence to suggest they were put there by human hand. Seemed to be planted by insects naturally. Highly unusual behavior considering the current harsh winter temperatures. Yet another corpse to come through with an inexplicable cause of death. At least this one was easier to stomach than case number 8. All bodies with unexplainable cause of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Nope, don't like that. Yeah, you shouldn't. It's fucked. It's not good. At least they don't show it. Holy fuck. Thank God they don't show it, but it is a strong visual. Additional notes, this man was suspected of blaspheming against religious doctrine. He seemed to bear some kind of grudge against the Inari faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there could only be one outcome for not paying reverence to Oinari-sama. So we have some kind of fox cult on our hands, possibly. Or maybe God is indeed in this town fucking people up. Wait, why did I go downstairs? There's nothing down here. Yeah, pardon me. Coming through. Haha, your weakness, windows. If you don't know this, if you're ever being chased by a woman, just jump out a window. They don't know what to do. Their pathing won't allow them to follow. That could save your life someday, so don't forget it. Do I even want to bother going out here right now? Get wrecked. Let's see, do we go this way? No, path is broke, dude. We're seeing more scarecrows. More and more of these scarecrows wearing our high school uniform. And this wouldn't be a Silent Hill game without exploring a school at least once, right? So don't worry. We do in fact get to explore a middle school. Just going around, checking if there's any more pipes or sickles I can grab and... Still can't pick up. Alright, that's fine because we will pick up loads later. And it's like healing pills, but way better. Pills here. Speaking of pills, I'm just gonna pop one for... Oh no, it won't let me. Just gonna pop one for shits and giggles, but no. We're gonna leave that pipe there for emergencies. Oh hey, a Jesus statue. What you doing here, buddy? Also, why is your throat cut? Is there a crow or raven association that shows up later? No. As far as I remember. There are bird symbolisms, specifically with fletchlings, but there is no raven or crow symbology.
Nani?
Well, that was a sound. Yo, Shu, partner, you got any thoughts on the... Hinako must be hungry. You know what, that could be it. But it's interesting that Shu is seemingly right by our side, but we never seem to be able to see them. I suppose that makes sense to an extent, given foxes have similar associations. Yeah. Oh, a shrine. Let's head up to the shrine. Senensugi's shrine flyer. Let's hold a Jijinsai. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inari-sama's land. We should just show our gratitude to Inari-sama by holding a Jijinsai. Holding a Jijinsai... Holding a... Jinsai is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of a poisonous water dragon that once wreaked havoc until Inari-sama's... until Inari-sama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a new well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon, and if we're not careful, we risk facing its wrath once more. That's why we must have a Jinsai. Exclusive prices for the first-time customers. Special deals for requests on Unlucky Calendar Days. Call for free consultation now. So, what's interesting there is the idea of a poisonous water dragon destroying the town before. If you remember, the first note we picked up talked about a geyser explosion that led to people getting sick, a high amount of arsenic in the water, The mountains rumbled and brought forth a mouse. Boy, that was a flyer for sure. Yes, but I'll call more attention to that in subsequent playthroughs, but there is some kind of... Ooh, a key to Sakuko's mailbox. Plain mailbox key. The surname Igarashi is written on the attached tag. Let's also pick up this letter from Sakuko's mother. Dear Sakuko, you mustn't ever speak again about how you hear otherworldly voices talking or singing. Puberty is a difficult time. You may hear and see strange things that you can't explain. Same thing happened to me when I was your age. However, it's nothing more than your imagination playing tricks on you. If your friends find out, though, they'll label you the strange girl. They'll abandon you, ostracize you. Because around here, once rumors spread, people will never look at you the same again. So, we see, again, women are gossiped about, talked about. They have to perform a certain way. Otherwise, they're looked down upon by everyone. Sometimes when you hit puberty, you hallucinate horrible spirits. It happens. Well, I'm just saying that, turns out Silent Hill F is just a gas leak from geyser damage. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let the ending speak for itself. Fuck, I have too much, Yokan. I'm gonna keep my pills for memes, so I can just keep popping pills whenever something bothers me. Can't even pick up the divine water. Yeah, here's the thing with Sakuko. We kind of have two sides to her as well. One really wants this shrine to be popular and wants to be a shrine maiden. But the other wanted to be a candy store owner or something. And we see that in her little, laid to rest scene. But for the rest of the game, they're going to talk about how much she wanted to be a Miko, shrine maiden, and care for the Oh, yo, what up, Shu? Oh, is it not?
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここ、サクコの家の神社だよな。うん。あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
Yeah, let's find Rinko.
そうだな。行こう。
How would he do that? Also, think about what it could possibly mean that, despite the fact that Shu is traveling with us, Hinako can't see him and is shrouded in fog, keeps losing him in the fog. It's an interesting phenomenon, to be sure. I'm going to real quick run back to the shrine. I'm actually going to run off to grab something that I think is super important. Oh, there you are. Why go away when you can just bite the big one? Nah, bitch. I feel kind of, just a wee bit, thoughtful about whether or not I should call the personifications of what is essentially a bimbo, basically what women are supposed to be, a bitch. But at the same time, we are actively fighting against the stereotype and asserting our own identity. So is it sexist to call them bitches, or is it just like, no, maybe I'm just gonna avoid that. Yeah. If only Eris was here, so she was one of them puberty hallucinations. Yeah, that happens. If only Eris was here to call them, the slur word. I also don't want to call women. Eris is just built different when it comes to insulting people. Just casually rolls off the tongue. Slurs galore. Who would have thought, right? What are you trying to stab? Little pig, let me in. What's back here? Why were there two of them? There's got to be some kind of goodie, right? Higashi, another thing we can sell. Anything over here? Ooh! That's actually really good. We got an inventory upgrade. Got our shoulder bag. I don't know like the location of all the items or anything. Just like certain things that I've picked up throughout my playthrough that I'll remember. We do not appear to be able to get to where I wanted to go, so we're gonna just kind of forget about that and move back to the foggy dew. Sailed in through the foggy dew. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but in the end all men must stand with the man behind the wire. It all comes back to Irish independence, doesn't it? I don't know how, but I am certain this is a result of the British. Everything happening here, probably the British's fault. I saw a funny article from The Onion, who are the experts of funny articles. But the movie Sinners is about Americans' inability to talk about the F stands for freedom from the English. Exactly. Silent Hill, fuck the English. The movie Sinners is about Americans' inability to talk about racial segregation in the past without bringing up the Irish. Which I think is just so poignant and so fucking funny. Because you can't argue with it. It's like, well, you know, you're right. But also, fuck you. Sinners was a good movie. I stand by the recurring cunnilingus joke was a little too much. If it was referenced like once or twice, I would have laughed at those. But after like the fourth time, it was kind of like, okay guys, get something new that's funny. Yeah. Got that anime leaps that they just do not use outside of jumping from one surface to another. Oh, a grab. I hate to say it, punk. I don't think you grabbed me. I stand corrected, guys. She grabbed me. Oh! Right in the mammaries. You punk. I'm not Inuit. Japanese. Very different culture. I'm just gonna pop a bunch of pills and forget her.
これもうじき壊れるな
Weapon's about to break. That's problematic. Let's see if we can find another one. Can you grab a pitchfork? No. School paper cutout. The Legend of Abisugaoka's Monster, Ayakakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as Ayakakashi here in Abisugaoka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances, like a ripple of hot air. People warned not to let one's gaze settle for too long upon its bizarre figure. Try to get close to Ayakakashi, for it will chase any who do to the ends of the earth before taking their life. Inuit creation myth reminds me of how boring Judeo-Christian creation myth. God spoke into existence. Really? That's all you got? Yeah, as I said before, it's because Judeo-Christian theogony is based on something way better, the Enuma Elish. And if you read the Enuma Elish, it's got, they killed Tiamat. Fuck. I said what I said. I don't care. I'll paint the town red. Whew. That was close. Oh shit, we got some chocolate! We got some picnic baskets up in here! Nom 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 nom. Honestly, all this medication is gonna burn a frickin' hole through Hinako's stomach. I hope they're not addictive or anything. But, yeah, don't pop pills, kids. Not generally recommended. Only use the prescribed amount. Unless you got fun ones like perks. No, especially in the case of Percocets. Crazy that the only gunless Silent Hill protagonist is the most lethal. Oh yeah, by far. Take all your meds with a drink, always. Really? I don't know, some of my medications I just dry mouth. Hinako would ruin James.
ひなこかこの気持ち悪いのには触るなよ
Oh my god.
毒があるかもしれない右の庭から回ってこっちに来い
分かった
Shoot, where are you? Bro is talking from the fog. From the beyond world. Oh, a toolkit. We're gonna go ahead and graciously, just real quick, use that. Swallowing medication without drinks run the risk of them burning your esophagus. Okay, that's good to know. We're gonna wait a second before we run over there. We're gonna replace our broken steel pipe with a fresh new steel pipe. Grab some more tingly tangs. We're going to leave that there so we can pick it up in a second. 1 second while I grind my controller's joystick to try and break up whatever the hell is causing the drift. Got the ibuprofen stuck in your throat once. Stuff speaks true. I have never had that happen, but good to know. I never doubted Seth, but yeah. So before we pick that up, we're gonna look around at all these things Got bandages. We got a new steel pipe. This area is just loaded with goodies. We had to jump down to get into it? Ramune. Now that you mention that it's supposed to be off of Lemonade, that makes so much goddamn sense. Just from like the phonetics. Ramune. Lemonade. Yeah. Now, am I the only one thinking that you could probably open more locks with that chisel than you could with that key? Or is that an insane thing to say? Ooh, we in it for real now. Come on. Ow! So a loud, boisterous lump of flesh. The knife is significant to Hinako. You'll see more later. And he's down. The knife means quite a bit to Hinako. He's kind of cute. Yeah, and like a paper bag over everything kind of way. But yeah, I see what you mean. He's got that big round shape.
Yosh.
There we go. A storehouse key. And as you can hear, he has decided to get back up. So a fat, fleshy lump that reaches out and grabs you, swings a knife around, and has a giant mouth that roars at you. I wonder what inspired this. Now I come thinking about is, real monsters! Okay, that hammer and chisel could have opened this door, right? Girl, it's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. Girl, 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 girl. It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl, girl. I was and then I gained all the way back. Was at war with my body. Still the younger from Essex, but there's girl. Inari Sushi. Man, the thing about being good at the game is that sometimes you don't have to use items. I say I'm good at the game after I chose baby story mode combat difficulty so that I wouldn't have to deal with the headache of running out of weapons halfway through the game, because health items pretty easy to get. Repair kits, despite the fact that I have a bunch of them, not too common. You're going to want to save those for your better weapons. We're going to go ahead and just give our chocolate, our sushi, our kutsu tea. Yeah. And we're going to get 330 faith. We do not have any more Emmas. So, and you'll notice that on the Emma is another fletchling, which of course is Hinako's namesake. I'm sure we'll see it before the end of the game, but the game over screen when you die is an image of a bird with its wings cut off. Specifically a fletchling. Oh hey, you know, I was just talking about these. So, you know, the subtlety is not this game's strong suit, but really, I think that's to its benefit. I think just being really oppressively metaphoric and beating you over the head with it is kind of the purpose. I mean, we are literally playing a girl who is beating things over the head to death. It really wants you to get the message of this is not cool. Yeah, there we go. He's got his baseball bat.
ここで遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。
ああ。
春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。ほら。田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
Shu may be one of my favorite characters in a Silent Hill game.
よし、行こうぜ。霧が深いな。
There's a real tragedy to him. He's
リンクのやつ無事だとみんなが。
相棒。
And here we go. The Scarecrows. This puzzle ought to be fucking difficult now that it's on Lost in the Fog difficulty. That is a red paper. I would not be able to read that. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with the creepy face. But there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The only reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn in its side. A thorn sticking into it, and it's hurt. So all you have to do is take the thorn out, and it'll tell you which way to go. Don't get close to the really scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow who likes to eat little kids. Aya Kakashi.
どういう意味?
Gonna head to bed now. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish this puzzle. I'm gonna get to where we meet Rinko, and then I think we'll stop for the night. This also wouldn't be too bad of a place to stop, but it is unfortunately... yeah, good night, Ro. There isn't like a save point around here, which is why I didn't. It's your funeral today. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. Does that mean we're looking for one that's clapping? Is this one dabbing? No. Glint of the weapons in the fog is a nice touch. Oh yeah. So if you look closely, you can notice that all of them have a thorn stuck in them. A standing ovation. Let's see. It's your funeral today. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. This guy is the first one that comes to mind when I think of, like, standing ovation. He looks almost like, oh! That's sort of mocking, but... I feel like I might be missing something. What that neck do? She's just kind of staying there, not really moving to clap or anything. I think I'm going to try this one first. Ah! Not good. Alright, wasn't that one. And you can see he's immediately... Okay, so you were just a... Bam. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Is it you? Nope. Okay. I hope I don't have to brute force this puzzle. That would not be my preferred outcome. There we go. It's okay. You don't have to be afraid anymore. So I guess what we were looking for with this one was that it's your funeral. So then it points in a direction and we get to follow the wind. Running against the wind. And we get some more yummy yummy food for our difficulty. Another scarecrow. It's your funeral today. Good riddance. It feels as though I finally got this painful burden off my chest. Okay, so this is my guess. First off, a painful burden in the chest. A sickle in the chest, I'm assuming. This one has a sickle in the back of the head. This one has a sickle on the ground. That might be it, actually, because it's no longer has a pain in the chest. I'm gonna try that. Can I grab? Hey, I got it right first try. Flashcards, that's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. Yo, yeah. Thank you. I hope your scoliosis gets better. It's your funeral today. You hurt him, and now you're leaving him behind. I hope you suffer for what you've done. You hurt him, and now you're leaving him behind. So that's him. He's been hurt. I'm assuming the one without his sickle. This one is the one we should be looking at. Hey! I wonder why I called you over. Okay, I guess we go this way now. I was expecting this to really stump me, not gonna lie. After the last two puzzles just completely broke my brain. It's your funeral today. You were such a thorn in my side, always getting between me and him. Also, notice that this scarecrow has, like, long hair underneath that hood. Do you hear that? That scarecrow in the distance, I think, is getting closer. Oh, but I got it right again. I swear I didn't even look it up. This just... Let me just bask in my own puzzle-solving abilities here. I could have just lied to you. Told you to go any which way. But she doesn't. The scarecrow seems to be telling us the correct way. Something about this tugs me to think about Juko's involvement in all of this. Thank you, Joystick Drift, for giving me this wonderful tune. I love that you can hear footsteps aside from your own. I see you. What do you think? Is this one possibly bad? Guys, I think this one was bad. Oh shit. Oh shit. They're all bad. Red light, red light. Pardon me while I counter you, dumbass. Really? You two? Wait for my stamina. Damn it. Alright, now that we dealt with all of the followers, I'm not hearing any more footsteps. Stop whiffing. I'm trying, okay? It's your funeral today. Goodbye, and don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing, just like you always have. So I think we're going to look for one, I may be wrong, but I'm assuming it's one that has its face covered. This one's got 3 faces. Huh. Tree. You've got that. Can I not interact with this one? Don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing. Also, you can tell that some of these are based on people. There's Sakaku. This one, I believe, is supposed to be Hinako. Or just girl. And that, I think, is supposed to be Rinko. And then here's Shu. Four faces. Is this one's face obscured? No. Okay, so none of their faces are really obscured. So if it's not the dead one on the ground, I guess it's the one with multiple faces? Nope. Ugh. Kumbaya. Oh, what's in here? Nothing. Awesome. Maybe the one that's looking almost directly down? Maybe. And you can see that when we look back, it's back. That one, no. Or is it this one that's facing away and kind of leaving? I'm gonna try this one real quick, Seth, and then I'll see which one you meant. Nope. weird that when you stun them, they just kind of present, and then you just beat them in the coochie. It feels a bit strange. Did you mean this one? By the one that's looking straight down? Yeah, this one's looking up. This one's... I don't even know. This dude's doing his own fucking thing. This one... I don't fucking know. Okay, so it wasn't you. I didn't even interact with you. You're just bloodthirsty. Bloody hell!
これもうじき壊れるな。
Weapon's about to break. Nope! Ow! Punk ass! Alright, got him. So no, not that one. So not this one. Not that one. Not the one in the far back. Not the one that's looking down. Is it you? Nope. Hey, at least I got like a perfect dodge on her. Got her. Cool. What about you? We're to the brute forcing now. No. Are there any that have their backs to the original Scarecrow? I will have to check. We're gonna pop some some yummy yums. It's not you, not you, not you, not you. Either you or you, I think, are the only ones we haven't tried. Let's try Sakaku first. Of course not. Why would it be? I could really use another weapon. Oh wait. I have repair kits. That's right. Solomon, is it this one? No? Which one's left? Is it just the one in the middle? Could have sworn we tried this one already. I'm losing my mind, Seth. Whoa.
まずいな。武器が壊れそうだ。
Okay, so not you, not you, not you, not you. Really? You're here too? Yeah, I just want you to separate a little bit. There you are. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whiff of the century. Boom. Is it dead? You should be so lucky. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Are there any left? No, seriously, haven't I tried all of them? This is the only one I can think of that I didn't try, and it's not even letting me interact. The fog is so disorientating, it's hard. I think maybe this one we didn't try, but I don't think it's him. I don't think it's any of the male scarecrows, if I'm being honest. Quick on the draw, isn't he? Okay, I swear I have tried every single one of these. Their movements feel very stop motion. Alright. As much as it pains me to admit it, I think I'm gonna have to look up the answer to this one. Unless it's telling me to just fuck off and not deal with these. If it's telling me just to, like, fuck off and ignore the puzzle, I'm gonna be mad. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? I was right. So she's pointing in this direction. So we're gonna go here, and then he's pointing in this direction. And then you're pointing in this direction. And you're pointing in this direction. Hold on, let me just... And then the one that's by itself, so this one. Fuck you, Silent Hill. Some of these puzzles can just go fuck themselves. So the key was to find the one that is hidden in the fog out of sight by following the dead ones. My favorite game, find the corpses in the field. I love Children of the Corn. It happens all the time. A kid falling to their death in the waterway. What? Hello? Hey? What's up?
おいひなこ
あれさっきのは
早く来いよ
Weird.
シュウが待ってる
She was waiting for me to go that way. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh. Well, where'd she go? Well, we're at Rinko's house, so let's meet her.
リンコは
So that puzzle was about a girl who's jealous and
リンコ
seems to be fawning over a boy
シュウだ
and possibly
出
drown
たら
someone?
返事してくれ
来てくれたんだ。あ、ひなこも無事でよかった。
怪我はないか家族は
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし、何が何だかわからないよ。
Well, this is awkward. Shall we, can we come inside? Thank you. We're just gonna stand in the fog awkwardly.
サクコ、あんないい子がどうして。
Oh boy, I hope my game didn't...
ここにとどまるのは危険
My internet didn't cause any difficulties, because I'm looking over at my computer and realizing it's
お
about
父さんやお母さんは。
20 to 30 seconds
助けを呼
behind.
ぶためにも今は行動をする
So,
方
when
が
you
いい
get
か
to
も
this
しれない
part, can you tell me if there were any skips that happens, or if it was just kind of
助けるためにも
slow
一度
or
脱出する
something?
必要があるんだ
でも街を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ
そっちの窓から天井が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
Like the bridge.
嘘だろ
Oh, wait, that's the iron bridge they were talking about. That don't look normal.
どうしよう
Also, girl is
東の鉄橋
perspirating.
がダメなら
Who boy, this is a mess,
西の
huh?
県道を目指そう
Yeah, but Seth, was there any like skipping in the stream or any
あ
like
の山越えられる
errors
の？
with it?
わさび田への道があるうちだけの抜け道だリンコ念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
It's first aid in the kitchen. I'll go get it.
私も一緒に行こう手伝う
相棒が一緒なら
See
安
if my
心だ
computer is just behind. Let me refresh the page. Seems to be caught up. You didn't notice anything? Awesome. So it's just my computer.
台所どこだっけ
It's like 30 seconds behind. So a jealous girl, huh? Beware Rinko. So the puzzle wasn't about Junko, it was about Rinko. And I think it or like hard implies that she drowned another kid at some point out of jealousy. And she's been fawning over Shu, and very clearly has some form of animosity towards Hinako. So I think by this point we can pretty easily say that Rinko is in fact a yandere, a psychotic girl who is obsessed with a romantic interest to the point of harming others to monopolize attention. So before I sign off, I'm going to go ahead and look at some things. First off, Space Wars. This is a game that Shu and I played together when we were kids. Basically, aliens, known as Galactic Imperium, would arrive in UFOs in droves, and we would fight them to protect the town. Playmates would come and go. We called them new recruits and fallen ones respectively. And in the end, Shu and I were the only ones left standing to combat the Galactic Imperium. Senensugi, a lonely little shrine situated on the outskirts of town. The name Senensugi Shrine sure sounds fancy, but that's all that it has going for it. Even the Ebisugaoka is full of elderly believers. This shrine rarely gets any visitors. They instead go to what's closest to them, and that's an Inari statue. Sakuko's family serves the shrine, including fulfilling the role of head priest. Sakuko is quite proud of this fact, but I don't know if the same could be said about her parents. I remember that Sakuko once said, Senensugi Shrine didn't used to be the small shrine that we know. The real shrine was situated on the mountain and was much more impressive than it is now. Long ago, there was an actual 1,000-year cedar that was worshipped as a divine vessel. Unfortunately, it was struck by lightning and burned to ashes. Upon losing its divine vessel, the shrine was abandoned. Became a small shrine it is present day. Okay. Memories of getting lost. There was this time where I played hide and seek with a bunch of my friends when I was young. I got so excited and ran far away because I didn't want anyone to find me, and eventually got lost around here. I was sobbing and hollering and walking the wrong way for hours, actually. I was told later that it was the exact opposite direction of your house. Even a town as small as this felt huge for me as a kid. I realized that I knew nothing about the town. Even these fields seemed to spread out endlessly into the horizon. I walk this path every time I go to Rinko's, but to be honest, to this day, I'm still scared that I might get lost. I mean, I've been told that I should probably just ask an adult for directions if I get lost, but when I remember that one time when I walked on the footpath of the rice fields for fun, got smacked by an old farmer all of a sudden, the trauma from that experience made me scared of adults, back then and even to this day. Great. Let's see. Scarecrows. A moving scarecrow, or at least a monster that pretends to be a scarecrow, is dressed in old clothes and looks like a crucified corpse from far away. Contrary to its name, it scares more kids off than crows. But characters. Rinko, let's just revisit a few things. She can be inflexible in how she does things. Once she set her mind to something, that's it. And she once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her I was all for it. Meanwhile, Shu, we do get a new update. Shu's always had a vast knowledge of plants and flowers, so his nickname came to be Professor Horticulture. He has so many aspirations for his future. He wants to be a gardener, herbalist, Masatake farmer, and a member of the Space Army to fight the Space Imperium, of course, the Galactic Imperium. Shu comes from a long line of pharmacists, with his grandmother still working as one. Following the war, a town doctor was finally able to open an actual practice, but before that, the Iwais were said to have been stand-in doctors. As Shu was a grandma's boy, he spent a lot of time learning the various types of plants, flowers, and medicinal herbs. That seemed to have sparked his interest in medicine, which eventually led to him learning first aid. Seems that he was interested in learning first aid because of his family lineage as a pharmacist, and to fulfill his duty as being a member of the Space Army. Alright. I am going to continue until I get to a save point, and then we shall end there. But for now... Yeah, we see Foxman all the way back there. Fascinating. Yeah, what I really like about this game, if you've heard the term yandere, you've probably associated it with, like, rom-com or anime where it's like, oh, she's crazy, but I still love her. Or people being like, I wish my girlfriend was this devoted. And never really exploring the problems of having a psychopath be obsessed with you really entails. Yeah, like Mirai Nikki. Or other things like that. It's always like, oh, I can make it work. Or, yeah, but she's still hot, though. This game does a great job of showing what it's like from another person's perspective. Someone who basically has nothing to do with this relationship and is the target because of it. Messy scrolls. Wonder what that pretty little thing's Wonder what that pretty little thing's chirps will sound like when I tear off that mask of hers. The girl before last was an exquisite specimen. I can barely contain myself every time I think about her. Ironically, I got hit with Yangire when I met my weeb friends in... my computer is having issues, so I cannot read that full sentence. Let me just pull it up on my phone. Give me a second, give me a second. I just gotta look at my phone. Turn off the volume. That's volume up. Weeb friends you went to in high school. Yeah. Yeah, someone talking about destroying a bird, or someone that they're likening to a bird, which, aka Cupid Psychotrope. Yeah, the yandere. Rinko is a great, just... Nothing useful here? Damn. Basically, like, that's what she is. But the way they show it isn't from the male's perspective of, oh, I have this girl fawning over me. It's... This girl likes my friend, and I don't care. But for some reason, she's so jealous that she wants to fucking kill me. And, no bueno. It very easily fits into a horror game. We heard something kind of marching around. Did I already go through here? Yeah, I can't open that. Nothing back here. I think that's a shrine over there. I'm gonna try to get to that. Yandere is similar to Yandere, but whatever triggers the psychotic aspect doesn't have a clear trigger, unlike Yandere being their love. Yeah, again, I'm not super familiar with the tropes and stuff. I just really like that it's not, oh, look how cute she is. It's, this is fucked up, and she is an active threat to Hinako's safety and well-being. And that, like, this is not healthy, and these girls are high schoolers. They're going through some things, and yeah, shit is not good for them. In many, many ways. They are not okay. Yeah. But with that, we have found our save point. So I will be saying adieu. Thank you for tuning in. I will be trying to stream this every single night going forward until I have completed all 5 endings, which I'm very excited to see. And I hope that some of you can join me for it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, or share with people who might be interested. I plan on doing more, as I said, so please take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night. Stick drift be damned.